You're watching Tamaqua's choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Another spotting of Sean Christie. A worker at Skipper Dippers on Route 309 in Schuylkill County told authorities he was seen near a dumpster last evening and then took off back into the woods. Officials scoured the area, even bringing in a helicopter, but turned up nothing. The McAdoo man has been sought by local, state, and federal law enforcement since June for threatening President Trump and other officials. A porch fire was reported in Freeland last night. Fire crews were dispatched to 427 Adams Street.
We could see smoke 2 blocks away. We arrived on location. We found rear porch, heavy fire in the corner of the porch from extension from a malfunctioning gas grill.
Crews were able to stop the fire before it could spread to the rear residence because of the immediate attention brought to the emergency.
The caller was actually the tenant at the home. They called immediately. Quick response out of the fire department reduced the damage from the back of the house to just the porch.
No one was injured or displaced, and no damage was done to the interior of the house. This morning, fire crews in Butler Township were called to a home on Butler Drive for an electrical fire. According to fire officials on location at 587 Butler Drive, a tree rubbed on power lines. That caused a surge through the home, melting wires and causing a light smoke condition. 2 residents are displaced until an electrical inspection can be done. Fire crews from Valley Regional responded to this morning's incident in Butler Township. A stolen vehicle from the Allentown area was found in Beaver Meadows. Beaver Meadows chief found an illegally parked Ford SUV near Lake Marie on July 7th. It was towed and impounded, and the owner from South Whitehall Township was cited. The owner contacted police in Beaver Meadows Monday and explained the vehicle had been stolen from his place of employment in July. Police are now looking for anyone who may have information on that stolen SUV. The Tamaqua man charged with killing his wife in November 2017 outside their home will not be going on trial until 2019. Schuylkill County Judge John Damalakis granted 53-year-old Robert Bailey a 6-month continuance to seek a medical evaluation. Bailey is seeking to consult with a medical professional about the effects his drug use and diabetes might have had on his ability to form the specific intent to kill. Tamaqua police have charged Bailey with first-degree murder, third-degree murder, possessing instrument of a crime, simple assault, recklessly endangering another person, and 2 counts of aggravated assault. Police say he stabbed his wife Diane Bailey on November 26, 2017, after the two had spent much of the day arguing. A Hazleton businessman is in trouble with the state office of the Attorney General's Bureau of Consumer Protection after failing to comply with a court order. Charles Ehrenberg, owner of NEPA Roofing and Construction and Discount Roofing and Remodeling, was ordered to pay $3,500 in restitution to a customer and also pay a $1,000 civil penalty. After making 7 payments of $500, he failed to make any additional ones. The Bureau is asking the court to find Ehrenberg in contempt. It wants him to pay the remaining balance of $1,000 and penalty of $5,000 for violating Pennsylvania's unfair trade practices and consumer protection law. A woman from Mount Carmel that drove into the home of Schuylkill County Sheriff's House gave a tearful apology in court, but it couldn't keep her from going to prison. 40-year-old Melanie Rooney will spend 30 days to 6 months in prison, plus an additional 12 months on probation, as well as paying court costs. Rooney was intoxicated when she drove her SUV into the sheriff's house in Ashland back in August of 2017. Rooney shed tears as she apologized to Sheriff Grudy, who was in the courtroom for her plea. Ashland police say Rooney was under the influence of alcohol on August 14th when she drove her 2001 Ford Explorer into Grudy's home at 23rd and Walnut Streets. When apprehended, Rooney had an odor of alcohol about her, as well as, according to police, glassy and bloodshot eyes and slurred speech, and she refused to take a blood alcohol test. All Pennsylvania state prisons are still on lockdown after staff members at a 4th prison required treatment in recent weeks from exposure to a yet unidentified substance. It's described as a liquid synthetic drug, which could be synthetic marijuana that had been smuggled in on paper. The department didn't say how long the lockdown will last, but in the meantime, the state is suspending prison visits, closing mail rooms to non-legal mail, and requiring all employees to use gloves and other protective equipment. After serving Hazel Township for 30 years as a member of the Zoning Hearing Board and Township Supervisor, Bill Gallagher will be returning to public service after an 8-month hiatus. Current township supervisors are expected to appoint Gallagher to fill a vacant seat on the Greater Hazelton Joint Sewer Authority. Gallagher will serve the remaining term of Francis Boyarsky Sr., who passed away in July. Township supervisors will vote on this at their meeting September 10th. Supervisor Chairman Jim Montone believes that Gallagher has the qualifications to represent the township, citing those 12 years he served as supervisor and familiarity with infrastructure. The 9-member authority board is comprised of 1 representative from the township, 2 board members from West Hazelton, and 6 from Hazelton. Coming up on WYLN News, our Julia Wiegand takes us to a local coal corporation which received some good news lately. Plus, changes coming to a park in Weatherly, and Julie Stefanovich has that story. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Overnight, partly cloudy, some showers, the low 63, thunderstorms, and 69 on Friday. And it looks like right into Labor Day, we could have some cooler temperatures and showers. We'll be right back.
A 5-year-old girl raped by an illegal given sanctuary in Philadelphia. Matt Cartwright supports sanctuary cities and voted to give illegals amnesty. Cartwright's part of the radical left, like Philadelphia's mayor, who celebrates
a sanctuary city.
A 5-year-old girl. She will never be the same. Matt Cartwright is a disgrace.
I'm John Schrin, and I approve this message.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazelton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Blauschak Coal Corporation is redeveloping a mine in the Mount Carmel region. WYLN's Julia Wiegand has the story.
Blauschak Coal Corporation received a $1 million grant from the state to fund the redevelopment of a mine just outside Mahanoy City near their headquarters.
Well, this is the anthracite region, and the history of the region is just kind of surrounded with anthracite, and we are in the process here of trying to resurrect anthracite as a major part of the economic input of the region. And we're redeveloping it to uncover what is called the Mammoth vein, which is one of the primary veins of anthracite in the region. We will have spent $13 million in development capital by the time we get on the coal and are producing on a regular basis, which will be later this year, probably in the fourth quarter, October or November.
Blaschuk is excited to be working with Penn State and Lehigh universities, as well as the University of Kentucky, in finding new uses for anthracite in the future.
Finishing the job of mining anthracite creates a very strong environmental benefit to the region, because today, as we know, if we drive around the region, we see piles and we see holes and we see lots of things. We have acid mine drainage, which is a subject that you hear a lot about. The finishing of the job of anthracite and the reclamation that is an essential part of completing the job really solves all those issues. And we like to look at this from a full life cycle standpoint. So it adds jobs, it restores the land. This is a good story.
The grant will also bring in 25 to 30 unionized jobs to the mine. Once the development is complete, the mine should provide for more than 20 years.
Miners' jobs in today's world are among the highest paying jobs in the region. So we're glad to be able to offer these jobs and have these men working productively and in skilled positions, and we have great employees. I'm glad to put them to work in good ways. So this is a generational project, and then we look for the next one. There is lots of anthracite still in the ground here in Pennsylvania. I often refer to it as a Pennsylvania treasure that we don't always appreciate, but this is something that I think could be a really good thing for the region, for the state, and just for the economy. And as I said, it provides the environmental benefit of encouraging the undoing of a legacy of the past.
As mining progresses, the land will be reclaimed and made available for alternate use in the community. Reporting from Mahanoy for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
In light of the recent release of the state grand jury report that detailed years of sexual abuse of children by priests in the Catholic Church, Scranton Bishop Joseph Bambara has canceled events for the upcoming diocese annual appeal. A letter was sent to over 2,000 people who were invited to the 6 receptions that were canceled. Bambara decided to take a different approach to this year's appeal after talking with parishioners and pastors over the past week. He made the decision in consideration for the victims of the abuse and their family members. The appeal began this month and runs until June 30th of 2019. It hopes to raise around $5 million. Republican candidate for Congress John Shrinn is challenging incumbent Matt Cartwright to debates across the 8th Congressional District. So far, only one debate has been scheduled. It's in Luzerne County, October 29th, and will air on WVIA-TV. Shrinn wants to debate Cartwright in the other 4 counties, which include Lackawanna, Pike, Wayne, and parts of Monroe. Shrinn said that the additional debates would give voters an honest discussion on issues important to Northeast Pennsylvania's future. Cartwright's campaign responded yesterday by stating that the Democratic incumbent is open to debates on specific federal policy issues, and if the debates are organized by a recognized nonpartisan voting organization. A popular park in Weatherly has a new ordinance. WILN's Julie Stefanovich stopped by that park today and talked with the mayor about the changes.
Changes are coming to Urena Park in Weatherly, which has been a staple of the community for well over 100 years. Borough Council voted unanimously last week to change the park ordinance that prohibits alcohol, animals, firearms, and fireworks. It will also state where people can or cannot have picnics in the area.
The new ordinance for the park designates where you can have a picnic. That became a problem this year because somebody decided to have a picnic behind our dog park area, and they hung their lunch on the fence, and the dog ate their lunch, and they got upset about it. We do have nice pavilion areas where people can have a picnic, and we set that in ordinance type of standing so that people understand and know where it is. So we would like people to come to our park. We want them to enjoy it, but picnic is in certain areas, and that's what we want them to respect. So.
According to Mayor Tom Connors, parking has also become an issue.
We have 2 nice pavilions that people rent out for different birthday parties and events, and there has been issues lately with people parking their car down in the pavilion area. This becomes dangerous because we have children playing in the playground area and cars are going in and out. So we just want to stress the point that you're required to park your car in the parking area. There's plenty of parking, and not in the park area itself. So we're just hoping to get that message out again.
Connors also talked about putting signs up with information about getting help for drug or alcohol addiction.
The signs, to me, I mean, it's very important. We have all the information listed on the signs where you can get help if you have an addiction problem. So whether it's yourself or a family member, if you need help, it's all printed out on a metal sign here in the park. We had a sign made up for Tweedle Park. That's going to go up. And I met with the mayors of Carbon County, some of our mayors of Carbon County, and I pushed the idea to them, because my hope is that every park in Carbon County has a sign in it where people can actually go up and see it and get the help that they need.
Urena Park is open every day until dusk. The mayor also said that a big event is planned in the park for October. The 2nd annual Cabbage Festival will take place on October 13th. All nonprofits and church groups can set up free of charge by contacting the Carbon County Chamber of Commerce or visiting the festival's Facebook page. In Weatherly, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefnovich.
The Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board reminds customers that hundreds of fine wine and good spirit stores will be open Monday, September 3rd, Labor Day. Some stores will also be open Columbus Day and Veterans Day this year as well. On Labor Day, fine wine and good spirit stores that are normally open on Mondays will open at their normal time, and all stores will close at 5 o'clock. Store locations and hours are available at finewineandgoodspirits.com. Coming up on New England Village's News Choice, who's having an open house? We'll find out in Community and You. Plus, a new school takes the place of where another once was. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
It's the last great sale of the summer at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during the summer clearance event. Lease a new Ram 1500 Express Crew Cab for just $209 a month for 24 months. Or lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $179 a month for 36 months. Purchase a new Jeep Renegade 4x4 with 0% for 72 months. Don't miss it. The last great sale of the summer at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Welcome to Community and You. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today we are on location at Christ Lutheran here in Cunningham. And today with me, I have Cindy, secretary, and she's here to talk a little bit about the open house that is going to be throughout the whole week, starting September 17th, I believe. So tell me a little bit about this.
Yes, we're going to have an open house here following our big celebration on September 16th. It's an open house for our bicentennial, and all of our historical displays, all the posters and pictures you see here will be on display. Will be open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we are inviting anyone in the community, outside of our little community here, to come and see it. There will be folks here from the church to answer any questions you might have. There's no admission charge. You can just come in and browse as you want, look over the old church records, see pictures of past events, the things we've done in our anniversary year will all be here for you to look at.
Now, you mentioned something about the bishop coming as well. Is that correct?
The bishop from the Northeast Pennsylvania Synod, our synod, will be here on Sunday the 16th for our special anniversary worship service and dinner that is following afterwards. So he will be here to help us celebrate.
Wow. Now, this is all part of the 200-year anniversary of your church, correct? So is the date coming up? Like when is the 200?
We don't know the actual date of establishment back in 1818, but we feel it was probably in the fall because that was a time when the farmers were finished with crops and things and probably had time to spend more time on it. So we're going with that because we don't have a documentation of the exact first worship service back then, 200 years ago.
Well, I'm sure that this week is going to be full of, knowledge and past, just bringing up, what is it like working for, the 200, this church? You said you were a lifer, correct?
Yes.
You've been here for a very long time. What's it like, coming back, celebrating all of this, rich history that we've got going on in this church?
Well, as you said, I've been a member all of my life, and going back and looking through this, remembering things from my lifetime here and from my parents who were members here, and all of that, and just talking about folks that I knew who unfortunately aren't with us any longer, but just sweet, sweet memories of everything.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy, for joining us today on Community and You here at Christ Lutheran Church. And, let's give a repeat of when this is going to be taking place.
It is Monday through Friday, September 17th to the 21st, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And there's free admission, so come and just look at all of our displays and learn all about our 200 years of history.
What's better than free admission, right?
That's right.
Well, thank you, everyone, for joining us on Community and You. We'll see you next time.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins, national currency, fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Wilkes Tree Farm in Sugarloaf has been providing the area with the highest quality trees for over 20 years, with a wide variety of shade and evergreen trees, wholesale, retail, and choose and cut options. Call them at 570-401-8267.
Network advanced access and cancer treatment to residents of Schuylkill County. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held in Pottsville today for the LVHN Cancer Center Schuylkill, which was 2 years in the making.
What it means for people in the Schuylkill County and Pottsville area is that they can be treated with the latest treatments right here close to home. The Lehigh Valley Cancer Institute is part of Memorial Sloan Kettering's Cancer Alliance. We're only one of 3 in the country that Sloan Kettering partners with. And so patients right here in the local area can have access to the latest treatments, the latest immune treatments, and genomic research right here.
LVHN Cancer Center Schuylkill is located on the newly renovated third floor of the East Norwegian Street campus. It provides a range of services including infusion, pharmacy, and consultation. Additionally, a new medical practice, Lehigh Valley Physician Group Hematology Oncology, is now open and treating patients.
Diagnosed with cancer every year in Schuylkill County, and we know out of the 67 counties in PA, it has the highest cancer mortality rate. We hope to change that by bringing access to care right here. That's usually the biggest barrier and we want to do preventive care. We want to have early detection and have less heartache from cancer for families here.
Both the Cancer Center and LVPG Hematology Oncology are part of Lehigh Valley Cancer Institute. A nonprofit healthcare foundation recently bought the former McCann School of Business and Technology campus in Pottsville. McCann stopped accepting new students in January and closed the Pottsville location just a few months ago. Woodglen Academy is operated by Behavioral Health Associates and provides services such as alternative regular education treatment, special education service assessments, and medical evaluation for grades K through 12. BHA has contracts with Pottsville area, Minersville area, North Schuylkill, Williams Valley, Schuylkill Haven area, and Blue Mountain. The building was sold for $2.3 million. And here on this Thursday night, we have a throwback picture to help us count down to Fun Fest. Check out this nifty throwback picture from our kickoff concert that featured the Poets. Fun Fest, September 8th and 9th in downtown Hazleton. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
You're watching Wilkes-Barre's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports.